All right, y'all. I already got this here cut, so this is where we're gonna grab to. Let me just wrap my little piece here. It's like I told y'all, I prefer. I'm gonna show me wrapping it again. So as you can see, wait a minute. You wanna make sure you cover the end. And then as I go, I just stretch and turn my cutting, making sure I'm wrapping. And you can see when that paraffin, you see how it do when it's stretched. And like I said, this is not sticky, but something about that stretching action. That toe. And that happens. But something about this stretching action makes it kind of adhere to itself. Now you see I need a little tail to start my wrapping around my graft. This other piece in my hand, I'm gonna use that to finish. I don't throw away nothing. I'm gonna fit this up here the best way it fits. This way fits a little better. So usually when you do this, you have one way that'll fit a little better than the other. Now you see how already as I pull, you see how my see what I'm talking about? When you got those bigger pieces of wood, they'll stay for you a little better. So you really have to be diligent at holding that graft together and pulling this tape tight without pulling it too much to where it breaks. Now I'm gonna get that little piece that tore off, and I'm gonna finish wrapping that because that ain't nowhere near where it need to be. Okay, it don't matter which direction you go, just so long as you get it wrapped. Now I started past the graft because the graft is right there. Now once you get it started, a lot of times it's okay. But I'm telling you, as soon as you try to put, see I got a couple of wraps on here, now I can do that. Remember before I tried to kind of pull against it, it's wiggling now. I don't know if y'all can see that. But when it wiggles a little bit, the graft is right here. You can just barely see it through the tape. Y'all may not be able to see it with your eyes. Take it, push it together so you make sure you got good cambium layer contact, and then you should be all right. I'm gonna do another one, try to show y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, the smaller ones are more fiddly, and those are the ones that show enough. When I tell you the amount of cussing, I mean it was some cussing. It was some cussing going on. Let me see, can y'all turn y'all just a little bit. So I'm gonna graft. Another thing I want to mention, when you graft on the stuff, don't graft, for instance, don't graft way out at the end of a branch out here somewhere. I mean, you can if you have to, but it's better to graft a little closer into the tree. You have a little bit more stability. It's gonna be easier for you to pull. It's gonna be easier for you to pull your, because like I said, you got to pull on this a little bit. It don't take a ton of strength to stretch this, but it takes a little bit. So you want to put it somewhere where and when you get these ends started, make sure you cover that tip. Now once you get it started, it ain't nothing. Oh Lord, if I can get it to, if I can behave, I can behave and get it to behave. And like I said, you want to cover all of this because this is going to keep your cutting from drying out. Okay. Now I haven't cut the end yet. I haven't cut this either. So let me go ahead and make my cut here. And whichever way you have this tool, if you choose to get this tool, the way you cut that, you're gonna hold it. See, I was holding it like this when I cut, so I'm gonna hold it like this to cut my little piece of sound wood. Try your best. Watch it And try your best to make it cut that notch in the middle. And sometimes you be off a little. It's okay if you're off a little. It'll still fit in because you're probably not going to be dead center nowhere. So I got one way that fits better than the other way. I'm going to cut this again. I'm gonna cut it a hair back from where it is. And y'all might be asking, why am I doing that? Because I could stand for this to match the diameter just a little better. Yeah, see, now that fits perfect. It's perfect on both sides. It's the exact. So it's better to cut a little further out and you can cut some more off than to be cutting and then you done cut too close and then you can't, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if it's a little off, see how I'm pulling? You see how that's going? So I got to try to stabilize. And then your stuff snaps. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is all the stuff they don't tell you. Because I ain't seen no YouTube video where they being honest and telling you that you're going to be struggling, fussing, and cussing. And see, I just done got so used to this. And maybe one day I'll show y'all some more little tricks that I figured out on my own. Because sometimes you can take this grafting tape and coil it up like a little rope. Like, I'll try to show you on some of these that I had to do that on. You take that grafting and then, like I said, once you get it done, make sure it's still lined up. Sometimes you can wiggle it just a little. But if you wrap it up like a little cord, you can get it to wrap kind of real tight. This little piece here, I'm going to stretch it out. Because honestly, I still got a little wiggle in there. I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about with the cord. So stretch it. Take it. And then twist it between your fingers like that. But it's got to be stretched already. Okay? Twist between your fingers. Twist. Now you got what's like a little rope. And then you, right where the graft is, you want to wrap it over itself. I know it's hard to see. But then you can pull, since it's a little rope like, you can pull it a little tighter. And I do that right over where that graft is. And that allows me to pull a little more and it's a little tighter. And then if you mash those ends down real good, it'll stick to itself. Okay? So I hope y'all was able to kind of see that, how I did that. It looks like a little rope. Let me see. Can I get close enough where y'all can see? I hope y'all can see that. See how it looked like a little rope there? Whereas over here it's just smooth. I did several of them little ones like that because you got to try to get that tight as you can, children. Tight as you can, okay? So, I got one more little piece to graft. I'm gonna find me a couple of little places. I think and this is also helping me prune this tree at the same time. I never pruned it before because I didn't know exactly where I wanted to put grafts. But when I started seeing where I could put grafts and stuff, it allowed me to be able to prune. So this tree has gotten a very good pruning. Also, you don't want a bunch of limbs and stuff right before. If you got any buds right before that graft, knock them off. You want the energy to go into the graft, not into the buds right before the graft. So y'all make sure y'all knock those off. This hasn't leafed out too much, but if I start seeing a bunch of buds back here, I'm gonna knock them off so it'll send energy into these grafts instead of everywhere else. And like I said, if you notice, I always graft onto somewhere where it's fairly sturdy like. Okay, all right, y'all. Well, that's what I did. Stay with me, keep watching, and we're gonna see if these take. I don't think I'll be 100% successful, but if I get 25% success, I'm happy, because before I did one graft and that one graft failed, so that was 0%. So anything above 0 I'm happy with. Okay, so until next time, see you guys later. Okay, what's up, y'all? So let me show y'all something right fast. So if any of y'all ain't never seen this before, so this a little folding saw, and it don't matter what brand you get, they do make them longer than this, right? I want to show y'all this. So if you got a bunch of wood or something, or if you want to cut some limbs that's up in a tree. Now this don't do it no justice because this wood dried, it's oaken, it's hard as hell. But this may prove to be a fruitless video. Am I still in there? See, now the thing, this stuff better at green wood. Let me go cut some green wood. It'll cut that, but anybody got time to be fooled with that. I got y'all all up in my nostril hair. Let me see. Let me go over here and cut this path. Show y'all that. Well, you know, when you try to do a video, don't nothing do right. Don't never act right. It's just always something. Always something. Okay, remember this all this pay I cut down. So y'all know I don't throw my wood away. This is barbecue wood, but I need to cut it down so that it'll fit on the barbecue pit. So like I said, see there, that's a much better demonstration. See there. It's a little harder sometimes when it ain't braced up against nothing. But yeah, y'all, if you this is called a pruning saw. And arborists use them as well. I really wish I had my longer one. I misplaced it. It's somewhere. I can't find it. But the short one does work well. But I would recommend one 14 inches. Maybe 20 inches. Because the longer you can draw back, basically you can saw off a little faster. Like this one is good for little stuff like that. Because a lot of times you can just do 2 swipes and it's cut off just that fast. See, I can come here. Another thing is it's a little bit better on green wood, but that's any handsaw. Green wood just cuts a little better. Not as belligerent as dry wood. But if you have any bigger stuff you need to prune, whether it's up in the tree or on the ground, you may want to get you one of these pruning saws, because they can help you make short work of some of this stuff. You need to cut it up. But you do want to be careful. They're very sharp. That's why I hold my hand back away from it, because these teeth are very, very sharp, and you don't want them to get you, because they'll take your skin off faster than you think. Ooh, this is gonna be some good barbecue wood. But yeah, y'all, just wanted to show y'all that right quick. These saws can help you make quick work of some stuff. So y'all see I cut me down a quick little pile right quick. So that's just a fast video for you. Until next time, see you guys later.